by tradition.
Hold
And that
tight.
is hold tight the 3-point collectors.
Next thing, Tottenham are whipping boys for Liverpool. You lot ain't beat us in how long? So look at your face. So when I
I'm about to run.
they forget about when the council is going to take the free.
Oh, for real? When there was a little car park out front. Let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's hold
Liverpool. And as much as we can talk about Mane is a good player, Salah's a good player, they're just not the X factor, bro. Don't forget about it.
Boom. Welcome back to another episode of Stoppage Time TV. We're live in the flesh, live and direct in effect. You already know what time it is. Culture Comes, sponsoring the AF merch because we had the AF Fest today. Kung Fu Fu, aka F Diddy. I was going to say something called I'm not going to say anything away. And
too many names.
Trust me, we've got a special guest with us. The legend that is AGT.
Thank you
good,
for
bro?
having me, my
Love
brother.
for being here, man. Long overdue. Supposed to do this last season,
on.
right?
You know what? It has been long overdue, but I've been keeping, a keen eye on it, and I'm a big fan. So to actually be here with the lights on, Sunday
You know
night
what?
business.
Bare Liverpool fans have been saying, yeah, we need some Liverpool reps. You know?
You have.
Hey, listen,
You have
You're
needed.
also
we
the
reached
first. Go on.
No, we just reached out to a sensible one as well. But as you was just about to
You're
say as
also
well,
the first white person to come on the
hey,
show.
we breaking barriers.
I need to know.
Shout out.
I need to know.
Shout out.
What's your thoughts on BLM? I'm joking.
Wow.
Hey, I like that.
What's your thoughts?
Welcome to the Lions Den.
Wow.
That could have gone
Wow.
better. How do you season your chicken?
Hey, that's quality.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Fucking
So,
hell.
listen, if I am the first one, then you know what I'm saying. I'm here.
Show.
So
We
Promote
out.
diversity.
Yeah, I mean,
You promote diversity.
Almost there. I was going to say another mad thing. We've had diversity on the show before. We have. We started
Well,
with
the dance
diversity.
group, they've been on.
No. We actually started with diversity. We've actually, both shows were diverse.
origins.
The origins. Hold tight 360.
Set man won't remember.
Set man won't remember.
They
Hold
weren't
tight
outside.
360 because in the original recruitment process, there was a lot of diversity.
Hey,
there
trust.
was something for everyone. You know what's there? There was something for everyone. But listen, let's get into it. Show is sponsored by Manscaped. Without further ado, hold tight the 3-point collectors in the room. Hold
Can't
tight,
clap there.
hold tight the
unfortunately.
participants. Playing big games, doing your thing.
Try.
Try and hold tight the man them that are losing games.
Yeah,
Essentials.
United.
Yeah, them lunchbox ones.
Multivitamins.
Yeah, the lunchbox ones.
The fruit.
That's like a rug one.
Right, you know?
You just squeeze.
Something for Tommy and them.
Tommy Pickles.
Oh
and
man,
that.
you just
kill
squeeze that one. But obviously, Liverpool fan. We
Yeah,
had
man.
the big game. 2 teams at the top of the table.
Yeah.
I'll open up and probably let you take away. But I think the first place to start is 2-2. Lived up to what the hype was.
Always does, bro. This fixture. Always does.
As far as big games go, it is one that to a certain extent gives you, good
The
quality
entertainment value for
Entertainment
definitely,
value. As a
yeah.
neutral, the 45 minutes just goes and you're like, oh crap, that's gone. Like it was a good game. Production was saying beforehand, before we started recording, that his viewpoint of it was one team that were playing like poetic football and the other team that were doing Passion FC.
Which one was which? Because I didn't see no.
The red one is passion.
Okay. Well, listen, we had
Let's
to get a bit
discuss.
down and dirty today. My voice is a bit hoarse because I've literally just come from DR to come straight
shout
here.
out, Robbie.
Shout out to obviously my DR brother over there. But yeah, it was a high quality game as we expected, but unbelievable kind of. To be fair, if you're a City fan, you're thinking, have we not won that? We had a chance right at the death. Alisson saves that 1-on-1 with Sterling. So listen, as a Liverpool fan, we take it. Not ideal, obviously we wanted the 3 points. I actually predicted 3-2 Liverpool. But it's something to build on. Klopp goes out to the fans because they like to keep them in for a bit after a game like that.
Yeah.
And gives them the whole round of applause and the passion merchant, if
aura.
that's what you want to call it. But yeah, unbelievable high level quality, and yeah, we go again.
Because for me, I was a bit scared for Liverpool because I was thinking it kind of reminds, it's reminiscent of a time where it was early in the season, but City, it was a draw. And
2-2 draws.
And it worked in City's favour that time, right? The ages ago. And it's like, okay, if Liverpool could have got something today, away game, it just
It would have
changes
been
everything.
massive.
Especially going into the FA Cup game as well.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, you go from being the chaser to sort of like, we've chased you down now, we're ahead. And that just gives a momentum push. I feel like with where City are after that game, knowing that they could have probably beaten you as well, they're probably thinking, listen, that's actually gassed us up now. Like, cool, that's the worst it's going to get for the rest of the season. Just stay at that level. I think that psychologically, I think they may have that advantage now. And then you look at the fixtures as well. I mean, Homeboy's team over here, that is a proximity man waiting to happen. The way they're playing at the moment, that is the one fixture you don't want to play. Score the most goals on this side of the year. This side of the year, playing well. Harry Kane looks like he just wants to prove that, you know, all the stuff that happened was just, you know, a moment. How much better to have a big game and just show out in that game. So I just felt like Liverpool needed to do that a little bit
Even Klopp's
more.
face at the end of the game when he went to, you could see Pep's reaction.
They were
was
both
like,
shattered though. Yeah, he
But
slapped
Klopp
him
was
hard.
like, he knew. He almost,
I told you that was going to be a good game.
game of football, my friend. Come here. It's like relaxing, man. You know, I felt like Klopp almost felt like this was the moment where you lot could take the ascendancy, really put the ball in your court. And listen, 2-2 draw. We were saying just before and we walked in, I said, bro, I think you lot maybe missed something. I felt like this was a moment where
They're at the top of the
it's
table right
away
now.
at the
We're
Etihad.
not.
It's not an easy thing as well at the end of the day.
Of course.
I
Your
just
tweet
thought
was
you lot
spot on, by
showed
the
enough
way.
character in
Obviously,
that game.
we're not there.
What was your tweet then? Go on,
We're not there,
From
but
Ratchet,
watching
tweet
it,
man.
the atmosphere, obviously we're not in the stadium, but watching it, that I've not heard it like that anywhere on the TV like that.
Yeah, that was probably
It
the
seemed
best.
jumpy.
They
that was
said
probably the best
City
I've
hired
seen.
fans apparently.
Yeah.
With flares.
What you say?
You're dumb.
Yeah, why their own fans throwing flares on their own
I have
stadium
no
and making
clue,
a
bro.
big, you know,
Hired
burn marks?
actors don't
Like,
move mad.
I think
a
that
bit
was the best
crazy.
I've seen in the Etihad in terms of like the. I didn't even hear what you said. But what did you say? What did you say?
what did you say?
Hired actors, isn't it?
Oh,
you know.
nah, but it was. I think
What's it? Unseen.
in terms of like noise and stuff. I think like, you know, City obviously they always get criticised in it for Etihad being empty and all that
Etihad,
stuff.
yeah.
Etihad, but I actually think today was the atmosphere was good, and I think as you guys mentioned in terms of like living up to the game, I think the game did live up to it. The only thing I was really surprised about is I think you guys usually, okay, maybe you got a bad record at Etihad, but I think you guys usually just go toe to toe with City. I think in this game.
The first 5 minutes was crucial,
Yeah,
bro.
I think you guys kind of
We were
let
nervous.
City. Yeah, I mean, I think
were
you guys
nervous.
kind of let City impose themselves on yourself a bit
we
more.
did.
A lot of people walked into this game saying Liverpool sit back and hit the counter, and I was kind of thinking Liverpool haven't really done that since probably 17, 18 maybe. You guys were hitting them on the break, but
I
then
don't know. We still get up there and down very quickly, but I feel like the first 5 minutes we totally allowed the noise, the atmosphere, and the occasion to overwhelm us. There was a few sloppy touches from Virgil, which is just so uncharacteristic. You know how normally he commands even the kind of 10-yard radius. Like you see Sterling try it with him today. He just
He used
out
the
the way.
aura.
He just literally picks him up and says out the way. So, but he didn't have that in the first kind of 15
the
minutes.
high line though, innit?
And
You guys
and
played
the
a crazy
high
high line.
Listen, Sterling's goal was maybe this offside, but you could say the high line worked there. But on other occasions, it seemed like an easy ball over the top
Yeah.
and they were in. But that's what Pep's probably been drilling into them all week. These lot play a high line. You know, he has these things where he's like, oh, I'll be up at 2 a.m. and call up Messi to come to the La Masia and say, listen, I've got a way that we can beat them. The next day he scores a hat-trick and they beat Real Madrid.
Yeah.
He was probably saying, high line, that's how we can get them. I've seen it. It's just on Match of the Day and everything. Trust me. We can just play it over the top, time our runs, and that's what they did today, and it worked for them. But then, listen, we scored. Edison probably should have saved it, if we're being honest. The second goal, straight after half-time.
goal.
What a time to score.
Good goal.
We go in 2-1 down, and, you know, I was thinking that Jesus goal was offside, to be honest, but then you watch it back, he's on. It's a good finish. Why? But again, that's the danger of the high line.
Yeah.
But then to score as early as we did, and then bring on Diaz, bring on Bobby, who loves playing against City as well. it's a shame for us that we didn't win the game. But then, you look at the last kick of the game and it was Mahrez over the bar, and he should have.
That's the
thing,
thing.
I
I
think
think
City
City
had
Actually,
more
look at the
chances.
replay again.
I think City had
Virgil's
more
got a
chances to
big
win the
leg in
game,
front
though.
of him. Oh, Rabina, if you want to sponsor the show, get involved. But yeah, if you actually look at that chance again, yes, he should have scored. But Alisson's there in his face. Van Dijk's there, as he always is. So
Alisson pulled off some big
fair
saves, and I
draw.
think that's why I was saying even on
One-on-one,
DR,
he's
I think
unreal.
even
Ederson
early
almost
on,
scored
there
an
was
own
this
goal.
one-on-one, where Sterling was through, But
What's that about?
I think City had the more chances to win the game for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think Liverpool could have come out of that game thinking, we should have won, if anything. But I do think you lot maybe let the occasion affect you more than City did. I think seeing
Just look
what
at
this
Fabinho.
game was,
Look at Fabinho.
it almost felt
Sums
like a
it
trend. Fabinho was a prime example of that. His first and
What are you
second
saying?
half
He was-
performance.
He was
Was
poor,
a
innit?
great
First
He
half,
was
he was
not-
I
shocking.
rated
His-
him, I think.
Bro, the
the
first goal,
player rating
KDB just
7.
sidestepped him. Like, it wasn't even a shimmy. He just said, all right, here you go.
But do
see
you know what?
later."
This is the kind of game where, because we know the KDBs, the Bernardos are technical, gifted players, we thought if we have to go that extra bit gritty today, pick up a few yellows, we'll have to play that way today. I will say that Bernardo Silva had it coming to him. A couple of our players were waiting to put one in on him. Trust me. The time when he was holding a cup of tea when we did the Guard of Honor at their stadium, he was holding his tea. Everyone else was clapping. I was trying to
I respect
a
the
City
shit
fan
house.
as well,
I
and they were
respect-
saying even City fans didn't like that. He also was technically involved in a song on a plane mocking something or other to do with Liverpool. And I won't go into that, but there's allegations. And I said, do you know what? Sometimes in life, things come back around. And today, Fabinho crunches him, and then Mane even left one in on him as well as he's like run over him. So listen,
They should've-
Money
I
was
think-
busted. He shouldn't be doing that.
I put a tweet out there saying that
Can't be doing
Anthony
that. He's
Taylor, Anthony Taylor
He is bold.
definitely.
can I
That
just
pep though,
say
innit?
he's one of the boldest people I've ever seen. There's bold people, and then there's Anthony Taylor.
You should see production
I'm
then.
down
innit?
to
Hey, Bluetooth be like, what's still
Hey, nah, Anthony Taylor was defo under instruction to not send anyone off today
Thiago
because
could have gone off. I'll say that.
Thiago, come on, he should have got 2 red cards with how many fouls he was committing.
3 yellows in total. I count.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
not
he
2
should have
reds.
come off. Fabinho, let's be honest, especially that it went to VAR, that was right over the ankle. That's usually a red card. in the
Rodri
game.
at
I think-
Everton handball, and that nothing got given. Swings and roundabouts.
Nah, Liverpool are favourable.
Swings and
here.
roundabouts.
They're usually the most
We
favourable.
get some, we don't get some. They get some.
What I was
You know,
gonna
Anthony
ask you
Taylor's
is,
from Greater Manchester as well.
when the teams came out, a lot of Liverpool fans online were saying it was a wrong lineup. They were saying that Bobby should have started, Diaz should have started. What's
Yeah.
your thoughts on that?
So the lineup I went with was everything,
Yeah.
but I would have started Diaz, Salah, and Jota. So only Diaz for Mane, but Mane scored. So
And he was arguably the best player in your team in the second
you know
half. I
me,
felt.
bro. I love Diaz.
I'm like,
I
what,
think
what's
this
Salah
guy
got to do
is.
to get dropped? He's stinking in form at the minute. When are we going to
He
see
assisted.
Jota,
He assisted.
Diaz, Mane? Beautiful assist.
little
We got to
assist,
say,
man.
little
Little
assist.
cute
They didn't get
little
the
That'll
thing,
come,
innit?
that's the Bruno team.
Yeah,
had
bro,
to
yeah,
get the
yeah,
assist out the whole
Bruno,
game.
someone exactly.
He has
Listen,
one
listen.
chance, right, which it looked like it was on target, and it was given as a goal kick
I'm
when it
just
was
saying, I
deflected.
look at the other 3 and I'm like, I want to
They've
see
earned
that
it,
3
yeah,
starting. Mane, I feel like he's been second half of the season now.
Can't
The
drop
guy.
Salah.
This is the thing.
You
Why?
know.
Why?
He's got the pass. The hood pass is still there. He doesn't need to revoke that. That's good. That's
He ain't
good
even
for
got a
another
pass in
6
Africa,
months.
fam.
Man.
Salah
You
ain't
need
got
to
no
give-
home,
you know,
bruv.
You lot got the
Salah's
perfect
homeless.
When I was
excuse
in
right
Morocco
now.
last week, they love
Fam,
Salah.
Salah
out
ain't got
there.
no
You lot got
home,
a
man. He's
perfect
homeless,
excuse
man.
right now to say, listen, it's Ramadan, brother. We can see you feeling it. Take a little
Yeah.
break.
Do you know
Boom.
what?
Let's
He
see
actually
this
had a
front
similar
line.
period in 18-19 where I think he went 9 games without a goal. I think no goal in open play since mid-Feb. But listen, it's Mo Salah.
That
This guy's coming on.
didn't send
That
trembles
juice
down.
ain't there no more.
That didn't send trembles down me. That was
Look at the statistics. He's still top.
Yeah, you know,
top.
Son's coming for him. But listen,
Oh my gosh.
you know, in all honesty, though, when you look at that game, though, you know, everyone talks about the rivalry. Is it a friendly rivalry? Is it this? Like, is it? There's no kind of that Arsenal United kind of side to it where it's like hate. But I would say with these games, they're high level games, and you look at how City played. Any other team would have been 5-0 out of there. City would have had to come out in a stretcher. Liverpool still maintained and still got the 2-2. And you're actually talking about 2 teams. The reason why I love it, because
Can't
you're talking
split
about
them,
2
bro.
teams who this is both two teams after like a 5-year project.
Yeah, 4 year, 5.
Yeah, 4-year, 5-year project. They are both built for this moment.
Both
Klopp,
at their peaks now.
in their peak, Klopp has built every single player that Klopp signed there is for this system.
Yeah.
Pep for this system. So they're the two teams coming at the absolute peak at the moment against each other. And I think, yeah, okay, it hasn't got that like, how can I say, like that aspect where you're going to fight each other or anything like that. But quality wise, it's definitely up there with the best games in Premier League history. Like, we got to be honest.
I mean, we were saying this yesterday, and again, I'll stand my ground and say the rivalry, the nostalgia, the head-to-head, the fights, the pizzas getting thrown, the boots in the face, that's Arsenal United from 96 to 05.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was great. You know what I mean? We all love it, cinema, football. But highest quality, maybe it's a little bit of a friendly, respectful rivalry between Klopp and Pep, but highest quality, there's no other game. It has to be these two.
You think it's the best game in terms of quality?
Yeah.
More than Arsenal United? You think so, yeah?
Again, like, you know, the nostalgia merchants be creeping on a Sunday.
Merchants, man, because you had the matchups then as well.
Yeah,
Same
the
way that you
matchups
do now.
are
And
unbelievable.
yeah, you could say maybe the game's moved on a little bit more, where it's a little bit more
Fergie never
technically
achieved
driven, players are
over
fitter or
91
whatever.
points, bro.
Say that
No,
again?
but it's the points thing don't matter, man. Jose came second with United, 81 points. You can't say it's better than some of the title
Yeah,
winning
but
sides.
81's not
Do you know what
even
my,
a
do
game
you know
yeah,
what my
too
issue
much
with
now.
this?
I think
sort
now
of
it's more
converse-
technical and looks aesthetically
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
But I don't think you can take away from what that rivalry was. For me, I still think that Arsenal United rivalry is the one that's to be matched, because you had the games where you had the individual quality as
Exchanged
well.
of many titles.
Like so many titles back and forth as well. And it was like, I don't know. I just felt like on every level managerially, transfers, they were going toe to toe. Like all over the pitch, you had Giggs versus Pires. You had Unri versus Van Nistelrooy. You had
I think
Arsenal, Sol Campbell versus Rio. Everyone had like a matchup where it was like, all right, today's your day.
I think
There's a
from
slight
Then you
thing
get
though,
that as
sorry,
well,
bro.
but I don't know.
There's
back then,
for me, there's a slight thing where the rivalry, I think you have to take away the game from the rivalry, because that rivalry was
That's what my point was. Really.
when not even the branding, but you know what I mean in terms of the way everything was packaged around that. You felt it. It's one of those fixtures where like people before the fixtures are coming out. When's this one coming out? But if you just look at the match, the actual match, the reason why you have to give this one particular qualities, because we always say it, when it comes to big games, this game is always going to entertain. And let's talk about world football when we're talking about big games. We're always like, we might see like a 0-0 or something. These two teams say, you know what? My philosophy is my philosophy. Your philosophy is your philosophy. Let's go at it. You're when attacking fullback jumper. Today, everyone's going at each other. In the middle of the park, it was scrappy and everything. But we saw Liverpool trying to do their whole passion thing that they do. We saw City saying, no, we're going to bop it.
I think
We've got 10 games in a row, bro.
But it's in that.
That's quality as well as passion.
It is, but Liverpool have
definitely.
the thing. With Liverpool, what Liverpool have mastered is we will do what we need to do and keep going.
Today we had.
There's been games where
but Liverpool are like that's how United used to be though. United used to be like that, so I can't even act like
That's how
United.
you
I'm not
win
saying
shit.
it. I'm saying
Ferguson was.
it's
That's how
a
you win
thing,
shit.
because there's teams that do passion. There's no quality to actually do anything or get anything from the game. You got
No, but
you got
what I
two-
would
two-
say-
whoa.
Sorry, you caught us straight there.
No, but what I would
But
say
today
is,
we did 10-minute bursts when we needed to.
Yeah.
We didn't control it because obviously we're at City.
Yeah.
But today we were like, cool, they've scored. Boom, here's a 10-minute burst. Come and get a goal. Yes. Sit back for a bit. 10-minute burst, extra half time.
quality bit.
Yeah, that's the
No,
quality.
but what
bit.
you say, like from a tactical point of view, the reason why I get what you mean in terms of it could be the best is because you're talking about like individuals. Now, if you were to go through some of the individuals that played for Arsenal, Henry and United and stuff, you'll be like, wow, do you know what I mean? So on an individual way, you can say, yeah, because of the matchups. But I think tactically, Pep is light years ahead of Ferguson tactically. Let's be honest.
I'd agree
And
with that.
so if you're looking at tactically, the way these two set each other up, because we call it a system era or whatever, it's so much more kind of like
pieces of
interesting,
art.
intriguing at how teams are they're gonna win this. With United, Arsenal. Back in the day,
4-2.
people may not remember it, but when you used to watch them games, it was sluggers, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes no one even had
Martin
control. It was
Keown.
I know. But if you're talking about from an actual purist
I get what you're
watching the
saying,
game,
but
these
I
two
also think-
are delivering
football's
big.
evolved.
What I
Big
don't
change,
want to
mate,
do
big
is
time.
because
20
of
years
that, I
on.
feel like that's happening because of the natural progression of the game.
game.
Yeah,
So I don't
exactly.
want to tax the
What
Arsenal
happened?
United
No.
rivalry because of that is what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people will say, them man weren't even playing techie football, they were just playing on muddy grass
No,
pitches
no,
and
yeah.
booting each other. It's like, come on, brother. It
Yeah,
weren't.
it weren't like that, but I do get both sides. Of
I
the
get
thing.
both
And
aspects.
you've
for
got to
sure,
remember
yeah.
where it falls in like line with history and stuff, like beginning of the Premier League and stuff. There's like what you would have to say about this rivalry is we talking about how Guardiola's taking stuff to a different level, clubs coming taking stuff to a different level. Those two teams are driving each other forward. And if this game was anything, it was reassurance. I remember I came and I said, yeah, we're better than City. No, those two teams are gone. That is the level that everyone has to aspire to.
For sure.
And I
You
think
lot was
that's
elite.
yeah. But that is the reality of this fixture where it's like this is potentially in world football at the moment. When you look at those two teams,
You won't be surprised
The
to
thing
see
is,
these
though,
two teams
I
in the
don't
Champions League
think
final.
today's-
Thank you.
Yeah,
Perfect.
100%.
And it's likely.
100%.
It's looking likely.
They
Exactly.
are arguably two of the best teams in Europe,
Exactly.
let's be honest.
And that's
But
why
I
it's
don't
still the
think
best teams
today's
in
game
Europe,
was as
two of the best
tactical. I
teams of
think
all
today's
time.
game was more emotional. I think you lot were let
We
the
were
emotion
emotional.
get over you in a sense, and they took advantage of that. I don't think today was as the tactical
you know what
back
I'd
and
say
forth
to
that
that?
we've seen historically in
you're
this
right.
fixture.
But you know what I'll say to that? Liverpool as a team have to have that bit of emotion even when they're dealing
Always,
because that's
yeah.
just how
That's their game.
That's
But I
the
think
DNA.
there
That's
was,
the
you know,
DNA of
I think
Liverpool.
there was. You look at the
think the
second half.
highlights-
You look at the second half. The way Liverpool started pressing in numbers, I think it was
Ederson was
impressive.
shitting
bro.
himself.
Not many teams can make City go long. Not many teams can make Rodri clip it over the top or make Walker have to boot it down there. Not many teams can do
Kick
that.
it
But
out
the
into
way
touch.
but the way Liverpool started pressing in the second half, I do agree in the first half. I was like, why are Liverpool so open? It's a bit weird. I don't know what's going on. But the second half,
agree, yeah.
they were so much more
There was some
compact, and I
tweaks,
think they
definitely.
calmed down.
And
Like maybe it's the worst it can get.
Do you
Now
know-
let's do
you know
our
what I'll
thing.
say
You
to
know what
that
I mean?
as well.
So-
That's why at first it's like why the line so high. And it goes makes sense now because they were going so toe to toe at it. That's when it became like an L1 square, L1 triangle game. It's like, okay, listen, there's a gap around there. Let me just play that one. I was like, how many balls are gonna go like?
Yeah.
That's
in
how
behind
we
like this?
play,
But
bro.
exactly, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It's one of the games you don't look at that game and go,
Which
oh, everyone's
leans
doing
into
route
that as
one.
well.
You actually look at the game and go, the passes were quality.
Yeah.
The 1v1s in different scenarios were quality. The individual brilliance at moments in those times is like the whole Cancelo thing. I won the ball back. I'm gonna do a skill now. It was a good game. Now the question is, okay, who's got the advantage for the rest of the season now? Because you're both got to play each other FA Cup. Both trying to do Champions League. And the league is still there to be won. Liverpool have arguably got the harder games. And like I've said, that Spurs game now, you mentioned it a few months ago. I'll give you credit. You were like, you're going to decide where this title goes. Now I need you to put yourself on the table. Are you going to decide where the title goes?
Hey, listen,
Is that the game that it comes down to?
it's a liver spurting. That's all I'm gonna say.
We
coming. We coming to the title, baby. We gonna give out the 3 points.
What, you're going to tank it?
Hey, we tanking.
Why you got rivalry City?
Hey, listen. Do you remember once upon a time, Battle of the Bridge and all of that? You
Yeah.
got to decide.
Yeah.
Now the fate is in our terms. I don't want City to win it. It's simple as.
My G.
No, but we won that game.
Yeah, I know.
No, but
and
we
if we
needed
lose it, we give the 3 points to them. It's a
No,
nice
but we went
little
out to win. Why would you go out to lose?
No.
You're forgetting who your manager is.
We can't do.
I
we
don't
have
really
your
know the
winning
logic,
DNA.
but
We've
I
got,
But you got to remember as well, yeah, and this is the perfect segue, the top 4 stuff as well.
Well, listen, top 4. The thing is, we'll see Arsenal.
But let's
down
ask
the
a
road.
question, though.
We'll see Arsenal down the road.
Are you going to win the league?
Yeah.
Are Liverpool going to win the league?
You diverted.
We're talking
That's
about top
really
four.
what I wanted
This
to
is the
do.
big
But
game.
yeah.
Top 4 hype. Are you going to win the league?
Yes.
Would you have sacrificed the FA Cup this weekend for a win today?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Hey,
Fair
that's
enough.
going to be interesting, man.
Boy.
We could
Keep
potentially
it
get
simple sometimes.
I like
the
that.
Champions
I like
League
that.
final, FA Cup semis, and
Listen,
the
I
title
hope it
race.
isn't the case. I'd actually prefer to get revenge on Real Madrid.
Revenge.
To be honest.
Mm.
Hype.
Have you seen how hench Loris Karius is now?
That
Yeah,
means
yeah,
goal
yeah.
or-
Roided.
He took that to
Roided.
heart, man. He
Roided.
Yeah,
took that
well,
to heart. You must have had people coming to him in the street and said, listen.
Do you know what? With
When I
all
get
the
whacked,
jokes
Insult
around
gets
it,
one
yeah,
bench.
like, yes, he lost us single-handedly a Champions League
You're gonna
final,
lose
and I'll
eventually.
never really forgive him, really. But let's look at the other side of it, bro. If I was, and listen, on a serious note, he could have done anything to himself after that. 'Cause you don't get lower than that.
Mm.
That's just so. He's still at the club. To be fair, he got
Didn't even know that.
That's
a little
He
bonus.
was wearing the tracksuit.
Oh,
Yeah. He was massive.
Mm.
He's like Torres.
Wait, so what are you saying that? You're saying
how
well done
Torres
to him for
felt.
getting hench because he lost the Champions League final?
I'm not. I don't think I'm saying well done.
I don't even know how he got
It's a mental
But bro,
turnaround.
I haven't
It's a
seen a
mental
picture
turnaround.
of him. I haven't seen a picture of him for time. And then I see him outside the gym. Like, you know, when they, when
Man
they
lost the
tuck the
Champions
shirt
League
in
final,
as
but whole
well.
time,
You know when you
he
see
used
man,
the
you're
angle,
like,
got ball
I'm
off.
happy for you.
Went pure
I
gym
see
and
you.
got what? Do
You're doing well for yourself now.
you know what I mean?
I'm
At least
happy for you.
mentally, he's
Yeah.
been in the gym.
No, I
'Cause
hear it.
that
So,
was one of his
so
things.
do you, like, you said you're going to win the league, But
So
what,
what does it come down to, yeah?
what do you think is what are Liverpool walking out of this season with? Because you've won the Carling Cup or Carabao. You now got the Premier League. You're saying you're going to win that. So that's two trophies. What FA Cup, Champions League? What were you saying?
I think we've got
treble in sight.
Do you know what? This
That'll be
is
quadruple.
questions right now.
Be real.
I'm
Dio,
getting-
Are you coming here to say you're winning the quadruple?
You said quadruple.
No,
Did you
bro. I
just-
didn't say that. I said it's on till it's off. I actually said yesterday I don't think we'll win it. I think we'll win 3. If you're asking me, like,
What's the
I
3?
think-
What's the 3?
I was just buying time.
You said Prem Carabao. So are you winning the FA Cup or Champions
Do
League?
you know what? If I have, obviously, I prefer the Champions League over the FA Cup. But again, City. This is why I don't want to play them in the Champions League final if we get there. Inshallah, obviously. But right now, I would say champs. Yeah. Which obviously is the treble.
Well, the
it's not the
Benfica,
treble. 'cause
the
it's
Benfica
not
game
the
is
FA Cup.
mate.
essentially.
All right, mate.
You know what I mean? Do you know who's
5 years is not one of
Hey,
those.
let me tell you, the only team to do the double in the Premier League? Who do you think? There you go. You don't have to. Two
Chelsea
times.
and United.
2 times Chelsea had. They can't win leagues and Champions League at the same time. Don't disrespect us, man. What the hell?
Wait, what?
Premier League and Champions League. Only one team have won it in one season before. Twice. Manchester United.
Oh, so you're a United fan again?
What are you talking
Just
about?
saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Why is he?
Why-
you're not
why
a
you
United
Manchester
fan?
United. I'm
know
just
you're
saying.
mate,
I'm
why
telling
you
you
bring
guys
it up?
history. I'm telling you guys history. Only one team.
It is history now.
Thank
by
you
the
very
way.
much.
It's been a long time ago since it's
Facts are facts.
Good facts.
Facts are facts.
Yeah.
Them times I was a
Historical
Man United
facts.
fan, so I can talk about it.
Good though.
This guy's so.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Can't
Them
believe
times
you'd
I was a
admit
fan.
that.
I
Who do you
celebrated
support- who do you
them
support
moments.
now?
Crazy.
Don't
Colchester.
worry about it.
Levi Colville.
Not worry about it. FC. Who are they?
Don't worry. I don't. I'm a neutral. I'm a neutral. I like football. You know what I mean?
You've done well,
we
to be
moved.
fair,
guy
for a
needs to lose
neutral
these
to
two,
get
right?
this far. Well done. Man. I rate it.
Oh man.
Rio was like, who do you support? I'm a neutral. Yeah, come on, man. Get in.
But yeah, cool. So let's get back into you then.
This guy's yawning.
What's the feeling saying? Listen, Harry Kane, song scoring goals.
Yeah, obviously it's great for this.
Talk
match,
to me.
All right, come on.
Obviously.
That's the leader of your country, yeah. Show some
Right,
respect,
listen, I'm
yeah.
Irish, my brother. Yeah.
Fair play,
no more.
fair play. My bad. What's it? 4 wins on the bounce, brother.
Talk to me.
Listen.
Feeling being restored. How you feeling?
Ain't no what feeling? Feeling of what?
Top 4.
Nah, listen.
No, because you can't come this.
Steady,
Because when we
steady.
did the stream for the City game, you actually, I
Talk
think
to
you
us
physically
nicely.
assaulted me because I was trying to give you a high five.
know what I mean? I
You
like
slapped me
it.
on my chest. Your chest was out. You were
Why?
giving it
Why?
chat.
Why?
You won
Why?
the game, bro.
Ask-
Amazing.
Now tell me why.
But
Because there was
don't-
a City fan there talking about they were going to sweep us before the game. And what happened? We said, hold this.
He was there today with me as
So
well.
I love that. Yeah? Tell him hold that today as well. But
Mike,
listen,
hold that.
the front three is what I've been saying the last couple of weeks has been the thing that I think till the end of the season we're going to hang our hat on. Kane, Son and Kulusevski. And I think the way them three have linked up since
I thought you was.
Kulus
I thought
come
you
in.
was done. I
Bro,
can't lie. The way
it's-
you've come back in, it's impressive.
It's impressive, and I've got to give credit to Conte because it's the same group of players who 1 month ago
Can
he
I-
was saying
can I say
was
something on
not
this,
good
though?
enough, bruv.
Conte.
So I just want to say something this year. This is a man that came to this country here and single-handedly made every team from the Premier League
Play five at
to
the
step
back.
side play 5 at the back. This man's a known. So I don't understand why people always write him off. And I remember when the whole comment thing and people are like, oh yeah, he wants to bounce. That no, this guy's just mad passionate,
Bro.
and wants to
Standards.
win. Yeah, he's got standards.
You know what I love about Conte is the way, bro. The thing is, yeah, bro, man, them know how much I've said United missed out on Conte. All these guys that were talking about right fit and he's this and clueless. But when you look at the way he come in, he just walked in. First thing he says, basically just says this whole club is dead. It's rubbish players. It's got rubbish players. The recruitment, everything's rubbish. Basically said sack me because this is I can't be at this standard.
But that's
The
all-
club
you've
had
done
to
it for a reason.
Exactly. The club had to humble themselves. They gave him Kulusevski,
Bentancur.
gave him Bentancur, and look what he
Two
can do.
brilliant
So
signings.
now you're just sitting there thinking, man,
If we
imagine
back
they
him
give him
properly.
3-4 in the summer. Harry Kane stays.
He's got to sign
He's
a
got
new
to sign,
contract, though.
and he's got to
Just
sign Kulusevski.
Conte
to
himself has
full-time.
got
Just
to sign
listen
a new
to this.
contract.
Just listen
He's
to
only
this,
on 18
lads.
months.
That's
Yeah?
true.
The winner has to feel when there is the blood
And then the kill.
about your opponent, and then you have to try to kill your opponent.
Savage.
Do you see this mindset?
Bro,
Winners
listen.
mentality.
Do you see this
When he came to
mentality?
Chelsea, the
This-
first thing he said is, "My favorite word is to to fight. I said, yeah. I said,
My players, I
yeah.
try to kill them in the training.
It's like, you know, it's
bro.
like, this is not a game to him.
brother,
Football's not like handshakes. Like,
listen,
he means
He was
it.
a winner.
I
though,
didn't
when he
literally.
played.
Exactly.
A couple weeks ago,
Savage.
I was here saying like our top 4 race is done, and then was it the week where we beat Brighton and Wolves back to
Yeah.
back, where it was just like, all right, we cropped up the table.
Yeah.
Then now we've got the Arsenal game to play as well.
In
Arsenal
May as
dropping
well.
points
Oh,
out of
the
nowhere as
broadcasters
well.
love doing that.
After getting all this praise and all this love, and we finally got a team in Arteta's building, and then boom, in the biggest week when it mattered most, people talk
2
about
hours.
Spurs bottling.
That
You
needs to be
bottled.
spoken about. man.
Vieira, your big game yesterday, you got slapped as well. I'm
Brian
sorry.
done it to them again.
Bottled it. And then now, if we buck you later down the road, listen, we'll spin the block on you lot. But we're doing very, very well right now. Things are looking good. Conte's methods are slowly sinking in. I just hope the board now are seeing the fruits of, if you give a man a little something,
He'll
what
be
can
young with
come?
food. There's
Give him the rest this summer.
There's 2 things that
That's
stand
all I
out for me
ask.
though as well. Though it's one, the difference confident and happy players makes. Flipping Harry Kane is happy and
Happy
stuff again.
players,
No, as in like
happy
just like
players,
in good mode.
It's result.
No,
Hey,
just-
nah,
no, but
they
as in,
see
like,
a winner.
No,
I'll
of
be
course,
real
but
with
what I'm
you.
saying, like this guy's been walking with his head.
I get it. But
Now
now
he's
he's
up for it.
He's up for it.
He's
Why?
up
Because
for
he's
it.
got a manager who's up for it.
100%.
Nuno
like,
looking at him.
But that's what I'm saying. Everything comes
Nuno
in.
looks like me. Nah, bro.
But say
Kane ain't
everything-
trying to hear that.
everything comes in pieces, and also you guys have you found the stability finally. Because remember, it was win, loss,
Yeah.
win, loss. I think he walked in there and he said, "You man, I can't lie. Someone's gonna have to get done if this happens again." Everyone said, "You know what, boss, we're sorry."
I remember it was the West Ham game where I said, listen, West Ham are the team that are near us and we can knock them out of this kind of Champions League race. If we get that result, that will break the curse. And now it's like 4 wins on the bounce. We'll take it game by game, as they say.
But it's game
It's
again.
looking
But
good,
let's
though.
talk
It's
about
looking
it.
This is what
Are
you
you
get.
guys,
This
do you
is
guys
what you
finish
get.
top 4?
This is what you get when you hire
A winner.
not a winner, but this is what you get when you hire a manager in his prime, in his peak, one of the best managers in the world in his peak. For me, we've had him as a top 5 manager in the game, bro. Do you know what I mean? The Premier League have got probably, arguably 4 of the top 5, 6 managers you want to say. But this is a manager at his absolute peak, and you got to get these ones. So for Spurs to have it, yes, okay, they had Jose. He was over, you can say he was past his best. Same as when United got him. Poch, he was building his name. But Conte is the one.
in the prime
That's
position,
literally
yeah.
like Klopp just being available. That's like Pep being available.
Facts.
That's like, you got to get those
United,
type of
though.
gaffers.
I always
Should've
say
got
it.
him.
Never look
Of
a gift
course.
in the mouth,
Bro, I've said it. I said a long time when Man United were, remember we were on here, I was saying United have to get Conte. Conte's only one. I said bust. If you don't get Conte, it's bust. Then you're gonna have to wait until this
Do you
5,
think when he
6
had
year
those
rebuild,
options on the
Conte
table,
would have got you competing. He would have got you competing.
I remember it.
Competing, bro.
Man, did he
Competing.
And 2 weeks later,
Bro,
At my
Conte,
club.
you know, wow, man, you gotta get them ones. But
nah,
yeah,
fully, nah, for
But
real.
it's but you know, we've asked AGT what's happening. Got to ask you, top 4, yes or no?
Listen, top 6 was the aim this year. Anything plus is a bonus.
Top 4, yes or no?
when you've got a manager like Conte, you gotta get top 4.
We coming. I've been saying all season we coming. We coming.
This won't be the last.
This won't be the last time. And ain't no backing down.
Hey, but another. Let's talk about Son though. Hat trick, 3 shots, 3 goals.
Yep.
One thing that we always know about
Clinical.
Son is he's clinical.
Clinical.
One of the best finishers in the league, like pure finishers in the league. 17 Premier League goals this season.
I think it's 15 now, and I think Jota's
Is it 50? It says he's got 17 open play Premier League goals.
I think he's got more open play goals than
Then
Salah
Mo
this
Salah.
season.
And Salah's got
And
how
he
many?
doesn't take pens, I don't think.
And Salah's got 15.
Salah's got 20, I
got
think.
20, and he got 15 open play goals. Surely that means Son's got 17. Hold on, let me check this.
I think he's on 15.
Is he
or
on
16.
15?
Oh no, because he scored the hat trick.
This
He
is what
might
I'm
be on
saying.
yeah, he probably is on 17. Yeah, he will be. Because I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
hat
Son's
trick.
on 17. Yeah,
man.
17 goals and 6 assists. The thing is, it wouldn't even seem like he was having the craziest
Bro.
season. Where's this come from, bro?
This
17
is
goals?
why you haven't heard me going crazy
Yeah,
on Twitter. or
purple
nothing.
patch Son.
Brother,
But this-
like 2-3 weeks ago, me and Tobes were saying about Son. Brother, I don't know if you've been watching the last 6 weeks. It's shaky. And we were saying actually on here even like, yo,
said it. It
when
comes
Son is
in-
not scoring or not on the final ball, getting on
see
the
it.
end of that, it's pretty much useless for the rest of the game. And I'm sorry, I know everyone's going crazy for the hat trick and everything. And listen, this is what he does best. This has now become his game where Kane, you get the ball, you create.
I'll
I'm gonna
dispatch.
spin off the last man and
Yeah.
get my goals. That's it. And if as long as he's giving me that, I've said I'm happy with that. But let's not
Consistency.
now dress it up and try and gas it up that it's more than what it is. For me, I'm just glad he's trying to break his goal scoring barriers that he hasn't broken before. But
Has he got 20 before?
I think he's hit 20 last season, I think it was, but it was just 20. But he hasn't gone past 20 yet.
That's, I mean, come on though. If you got
you
an
guys
attacker,
listen, if you guys manage to
he's,
get
one of,
him-
he's one of our greatest players, I'll say, in probably history.
Yeah.
in
How
all
long has he been
honesty.
there? 2015.
About 7-8 years now he's been there.
Do you know what? At
He's
the
put,
time,
he's
I
put
remember
years down. He's got the record with Kane and whatever.
No,
like
listen,
he's
it's to be respected.
and he's consistently year after year giving
Putting down
you
numbers, man.
assists, goals,
Yeah.
double figures. Like we can never dispute what he's given to Spurs, but for me, I just think his overall game, this is what he is now: a goals machine,
what I would ask you
final
though is-
man player.
But against someone like Kulusevski, does that
That's-
enable
This is what's
the
being
other
slept
two
on.
to go to the next
This
level?
is what's
Because
being slept on.
when I look at it in terms of January signings that have come in and made an impact, he's got
He's
to be
number
up
one.
there. He's got
More
to
than
be up
He's
there.
Diaz.
number one.
More than
In
Diaz.
terms of the
Yes.
impact he's made at Spurs, it's been
Look at me
crazy.
with confidence and say
It's been
Diaz has
crazy.
been a better player than Kulusevski.
Diaz has been a better player than Kulusevski.
You a liar. You're a liar. I don't believe that.
do.
You can't tell me you can say that with facts.
They're easily the best two. If we're
Bet
in
you
the-
see,
in-
you
in
gotta
that
do.
order.
I'm saying facto. My guy is clear cut above. You can see the impact when he plays. Luis Diaz is like, yo, come,
No,
give you
no,
20
no,
minutes
no,
at
no,
the end
no,
of the game. Money ain't been
But
doing
I know the
it.
boss.
You know the ones
You're
like
about to
he's always
see.
coming on when it's looking bad, so he's always looking good.
Alright,
Nah,
let's
my
come
guy
back to
minute
it at the end
one,
of the
I'm
season
putting
then.
pressure.
Let's come back
Defensively,
to it.
I'm doing bits, contributing, linking up play. Kulusevski has been a star, bro. Let's
Let's
not
see who's got
undersell
some
this.
trophies at the end, and let's see.
See,
who's
this
got
is
some.
what they want to do now.
Because he's already got one in the bag.
You know,
That performance
Luis
is
Diaz,
crazy, by the
Luis
way.
Diaz, I can't lie, he's been a quality player. But I think Kulusevski, for me, you remember last week or a couple weeks ago, what we were saying about Son? A couple years ago, he used to actually be involved in the build-up. This is what
He
he's
doesn't
bringing
look
back
like
now.
a footballer.
More-
I've got to say.
Who, Kulusevski?
Yeah.
It's
This
weird.
gangly six
Bro,
foot.
yeah.
Like he's got
It
no
looks-
neck almost.
I don't know what he looks
Do you
like.
know what
he
my
should be
biggest-
playing,
He's
but
a
it's not.
baller.
My biggest praise is
He's a
it's
baller.
like Mora, yeah,
Lamella.
Where's he
yeah,
been?
Lamella, yeah. This guy comes in
Lo
January.
Celso, meh.
Come in, alright, cool. I'm cooking.
Gil.
With it, and
Yeah,
he's
send him
done.
on loan.
He's
Send him on
done
loan.
more
Exactly.
within what 2-3 months than them man have
Yeah.
done in
3
years.
goals, right?
That's my thing. Well,
Three
3 goals
goals?
in the Premier League. Yeah, I think it's like
6 assists.
6 assists as well.
6 assists.
Yeah,
Nine
like
goals.
it's contributing to the actual game, and,
And
I'm not
even
I'm
away
not
from
just talking
the,
about final
the output that he's doing stuff on
involved in the
pitch.
He's a
game, bro.
presence
That's what
as
I'm
well.
saying.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
someone
allows Harry
who
Kane
plays
to
out
use stuff.
wide,
Quick.
he's
Like,
actually a
on the
big
ball.
lad.
His dribbling ability, lovely, bro.
Is he on loan?
I love the
Yeah, he's
kid,
on
man.
loan.
How much?
He's on loan and then
How
35
much?
million.
They give you
yeah.
good price.
35 million to make it permanent. Loan
No,
is
bro.
till
Is that
next-
is that locked in? For
No, that's until next summer, basically. The loan we can activate at any time. You know what
Okay,
I mean?
but it's locked in at that price.
Hey,
Okay, you man
it's
did good
locked
business there.
Yeah.
No, sometimes like,
Daniel
no,
Levy, though.
Tuesday, 35, this week 70. So
No,
no,
but I think
no.
he's been playing well lately.
Bentancur for 19 as well.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
not sleep
Is that
on that.
Romero's
19?
settling in.
Romero's
Yeah.
looking
Listen,
12 starts in a row.
Romero's looking
So I said
decent.
him and Dyer. Let's see how that works till the end of the season. That front three, Bentancur now bringing the best out of Højbjerg. We're seeing a little bit. I just need the wing back solution to get fixed. I just need my wing back
Production
sorted.
don't
Listen,
Right.
I don't mind this because if I had Conte, that's how I'll be feeling as well.
I'm-
Hey, listen, you got
I'm
Conte.
just
You
saying,
can have to believe.
I can see the
You can have
foundations to
confidence.
what's being built. If you're mad at that, I can't help you. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair.
No,
man.
we'll see how you're back to
rate
summer as well. It's a big summer. I think it's a big summer.
That
Spurs.
is key.
It's a big summer. Spurs.
This is key.
Because ultimately, if we're being real, Liverpool and City are still at a place where they're there. I feel like
Listen,
Chelsea
I'm
as Chelsea,
telling
or
you,
Chelsea
Conte
can
can break down any
Chelsea
barrier.
can get closer.
I'm telling you
But
now,
he can.
bro.
But he needs
He
the right
can break
pieces.
down any
But he
barrier.
needs
If
the
Conte
right
3-4,
Stop, stop.
He needs the right pieces. He needs the right
Give
pieces.
Conte 3 or 4.
He needs the
One
right
game at
pieces.
a time.
He needs the right pieces. He needs the right pieces. Because when it was a Chelsea,
Gonna stop there.
wait,
Title, John.
with the Chelsea, was it Costa? Fabregas.
Costa
Costa Fabregas.
No, that was
14,
that was Jose
No,
Mourinho.
sorry.
Jose,
What am I
little
talking
horse.
about?
Costa
What am I talking
Fabregas,
about?
you know. Kante,
You got
bro.
Kante.
Kante, yeah.
You got Kante
And then
and
the-
switch to the 5.
He got
That was-
Kante.
He
That
bought
summer you
Kante,
lot didn't
yeah,
go all out
and
yet.
then he bought like
He got
Zappa
Kante, and I think he got
Yeah,
David
Zappa
Luiz
Costa.
back.
Zappa Costa didn't play. Yeah, there we go. So he got 2, and then he said, "Okay, I can
Pedro?
work with it." No. That's what I'm
Pedro,
saying. He got
David
2.
Jose.
He definitely got 2, right? He got 2.
Is this 2017?
Remember?
He got
2.
Alonso, he got Luis, and he got Kante.
So you got 3 pieces,
Louise, yeah.
and then he said, "I'm cooking."
Wow.
Alright, cool. We'll see what happens with Spurs.
I'm telling you.
Boy,
Sizzling.
He's coming.
listen,
We'll see.
he ain't on
Obviously,
full.
this
Got
is the
Champions
history
League
of
coming
the
as well.
Tottenham.
Let's quickly. There was no Dos Locos, so we'll do like a young. Let's touch on those games midweek. Benzema, what a player.
How many times have I told
What a
you
player.
guys?
Do you know
You
what I
guys
thought
know.
was a bit mad? And
What
I
a
feel
player.
like it showed him up a little
Benzema
bit.
doubter right there.
And I love him as well. I think I'm about to work with him as well.
With who?
But
Chief.
Micah Richards,
Um,
he kind of admitted on TV that only now he's given.
yeah,
and you see Henri, he went,
yeah.
only tonight?
Yeah.
And he's going, yeah, only tonight, yeah. I mean, Benzema, he's played in the shadows since 2009, since he went to Madrid.
Long time.
I remember seeing a game there in 2009. His face was on the ticket, and then Ronaldo came, and then everything
took
changed.
everything off.
Yeah, everything was off. Did he also start off as number 11 at Madrid, and then had to work his way up to number 9 in terms of the number on his back?
Well,
pretty
yeah,
sure he
Cristiano
started out
started
wearing.
because
as
Raul
CR9. Raul was number 7.
Raul was still there, innit?
It's
Yeah.
Raul. You got to respect
That was
that.
that was a chess move. The numbers, how
Yeah.
they worked out.
Yeah.
'Cause Kaka was like number 8 as well. I remember that
Yeah.
season. So played in the shadows for so long, but
Is it
finally we're
37
seeing it,
goals
bro.
in 36 appearances.
It's unbelievable.
Crazy.
And by the way, those two
Back-to-back
headers,
hat tricks.
the first one you can't teach. That's just world-class levels. But you see the second one, you know them
That's them Anthony
coaches
Joshua.
on the Hackney Marshes
Mm.
on a Sunday with the socks rolled up. They'll tell you, boys, you see that second header, Benzema back across the keeper, not much power, but back across it, back where it came from.
Back where it came from.
Go home tonight, boys, and watch that. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You know that would have been replayed everywhere. In the
Do you know the
playground.
first one stumped me so bad, yeah? Because if it's any other striker and whatnot, they'll call it a glancing header where it's just kind of
No.
that wasn't even a glance. That
It was
was
the
so
per-
that was so
If it was
disgusting.
a glance, why didn't Mendy save it?
But that's what I'm saying. It was just so mad the way he did it, and like Vinicius.
It
puts
was
the ball-
raining as well, so the glide.
No, but still, the way he hit off his head, you're thinking when that goes in, you're thinking, right, it could be a long night tonight.
Bro,
When you see them sort of goals, you're like, okay, cool,
How did you feel?
bro.
I
I said,
15 minutes before the game as well. Mashallah. Mashallah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Broke
I
his
heard
fast
about that,
15
yeah.
minutes before the game and said,
apparently he never got, he almost never got into the stadium because of accreditation.
listen, man.
When
he
did
did
when
his
did Kante
accreditation.
break his fast?
Who,
And
Kante?
Mendy.
We say, man, am I cheating?
Are we saying Allah favors Benzema? In the month of Ramadan, we're saying Allah favors, guys. Is that what you're saying? Didn't other man break their fast and that?
Listen,
I'm confused.
I cannot shed much light. I cannot
Wait, say
shed
what,
much
man, I'm not
light.
making dua.
I was just making a note. Benzema broke his fast. 15 minutes
Yeah,
early.
what happened
No.
to the best cup team in the world?
still
and
another-
that's going to win the
There's still
Champions
another
League?
Let's get to the juice.
There's 2 legs.
Are you saying
Can't
so
call
you're
it
going to win
off
it?
yet,
There's
man.
2
You
legs.
can't
He's
call
gonna
it off
win?
yet.
Yeah,
Calm.
there's 2
Whoa.
legs.
So second leg, you see a turnaround where Chelsea
You're gonna
win
score
is
3
what
at
you're
the
telling
So
me.
I
Bernabeu.
hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
You said
You hope for crack, nigga.
No, but think about it. Think about it. You're dumb. Think about it. I hated the away goal thing. It's
Yeah.
actually worked out in our favour. If it was
Yeah,
2-1
trust me.
or 3-2,
You would have
It'd been
needed like
different.
5 goals.
yeah,
out there or
but
something.
yeah, if it was away goals.
So what do you need to do to win? You guys need to win 3-0.
No, no. If
3-0,
we
yeah.
if we go 2-0, if we go 2-0 in normal time, it goes extra time.
And then what? You're going to rely on penalties?
Again.
No, we
Yeah,
just
so-
need
so you need to win
They didn't
3-0.
work last
Yeah,
time.
huh?
You need to win 3-0.
What
Them penalties.
Maybe, yeah, we see. But my thing is, if we
Bring
go
on Kepa,
for
ain't
me, for me, the plan is go there. If we can score a goal early, get to halftime 1-0, we're cooking. The fans will turn.
Bernabeu
fans will turn.
You say
I'm
one
telling
more
you.
run for Roman.
Bernabeu is about to be hot.
I am glad.
Bernabeu's going to be hot. There's more goals in that game for Real Madrid. There's more
in
goals
honesty,
in that
I'll
game.
be real. Like, I will be so real. That game comes down to, because in the second half we really tried, but by then it's too late. It's the same thing we did with Brentford. Why are you turning up after you're going behind? Then when it's Southampton, you want to do front foot. No, you have to go for it. We have nothing to lose. We actually have nothing to lose.
But you
Top
got
three.
the Champions League to
Yeah,
lose.
got-
No,
trophy.
what I'm saying is no, but I see like
You're gonna
no,
lose your own
as in, like,
Champions League
we have-
trophy.
no,
You got the
of
Champions
course,
League.
That's
that-
quite a lot to lose.
we have to go for it. Like, we can't go there.
You're the current holders.
Just the Champions League.
No, we can't go there and be like, oh,
How big
He
is
said it
it?
like
the
it's
game.
a 10th place fixture or something. Like, what do you mean you got 9
Hey, yeah, it's just a pre-season
I mean, we have to go and like actually just give it everything. There's no point going like, oh, you know, we said, no, go give it everything. Are we going to qualify for Champions next league? Yeah. Okay, there's FA Cup, cool, but literally go there and show the best account for yourself. If that Lukaku chance goes in, it's 3-2. If Mendy doesn't make the mistake, but those are if and buts. In this game, go there and just do a job. I think we can still do a job. I definitely do.
So you're going to win
the early
3-0.
goal,
Yeah.
then you've got a massive chance. But
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
think-
saying. That's what it
This
comes
is
down
Real
to. If we can
Madrid.
score the- 100%.
Champions
see
League
it, bro. I
heritage.
can't see it.
100%.
Revenge on their mind. And you think you're going to go to the Burnabout.
I've seen where the things happen.
You will learn.
You think
I've
you're
seen
gonna
You
get
learn when
three?
you are dead.
You need three.
I know. I've seen it. You know when you're dead. You will listen when you're dead. You will listen when you're dead. I said, I've seen where the things happen. I believe, man.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You got to remember, even though it was snappy,
Kick the blue
I saw a
flag
team go
flying
3-1
over,
and lose 4-1. I know it's snappy, but I've seen us do stuff in Champions League. I've seen us go to Bayern and win a final. I've seen shit happen with Chelsea in Champions League.
Same
So,
with
boy,
me.
I'm not
see.
backing down from it.
Fair
Let's
play.
see.
Gotta
We
back
move,
your
we're coming.
team, man.
Say no more. This won't be the last time.
Wait, false confidence. Fake confidence. Fake confidence.
That's that game. What was the other game?
What I say? False. False. I said false.
What was the other game? I forgot.
Full,
the other
you know,
game.
full
You
hat.
guys did what you needed to do.
Yeah. Diaz makes it a bit more of an easier task going into the second leg. Again, the away goals didn't work for you, but they would have been lovely for us.
Yeah, real talk.
Amazing
Konate.
pass from Trent, headed across by Diaz. Mane finishes it. Unbelievable header from Konate as well. And yeah, Diaz rounds it off really. I mean, I said 3-1 before the game, but again, if I'm saying that your game isn't over, even though it isn't, but it's going to be very hard, it isn't, because if they come to Anfield and do what City did today and score in the first 5 minutes, all of a sudden that's
Nunes
still
is
on as
playing
well.
for a move as well, bro. He might do some
And
heroic.
Nunes, where is
He
he?
was
Anfield.
diving everywhere the other day. I don't know if you watched
Yeah.
Liverpool game. He was going
Listen,
down.
United fans are trying to trick themselves into saying he's the next one. He's the new Cavani.
This Nunes.
Careful.
Yeah.
I don't know about it.
Yeah,
Don't
do
fall
what we
into
have
the
to
trap.
do.
Well, the one that we haven't mentioned, Villarreal, Bayern.
Spanish football, bro, is back on the rise.
Talk to
I
me.
mean, in my opinion, because I've lived in Spain, I speak Spanish. I support in my Spanish teams Real Betis,
Oh, Los Boyos
Los Verdes Blancos. So I'm a big fan of Spanish football and have been since Benitez was manager at Tenerife in 2000. Like, it's crazy. So for me personally, I don't think the standard has dropped, because I know the people that say, "Oh, Farmers League, Spanish League," there's just two teams. You don't know what you're
I think when
talking
they say the
about.
standards drop, though, it's from the Champions League aspect in regards to the top teams.
Real
Madrid and
compete with
Barcelona
Spurs.
are
Real
not
Madrid,
operating
Barca,
at
of
that
course,
same
but
level.
Real Madrid have still
that they
won
were.
what? Out of the last 10, they probably won 5 of them. Villarreal
Literally.
won the
Historically, they'll
Europa
always
League
be
last
there.
year. They've won against at home to Bayern.
But I'm
Sevilla
Villarreal, though.
obviously didn't win against.
Atletico even got one
Very well.
recently.
We need to. For me, we need to touch on that for two things. One, we've mentioned it before, Emery, cool. But two, squad building. We talk about squad building. And man just
Premier
building
League
squads and
rejects, basically.
everything. He has
that
built
team.
a very good squad. The depth of that squad. is
playing
so-
left mid.
Celso
right
the man out there popping.
Yeah.
And it's working.
I'm like, huh? Who needs a Capoue? I'm like, hey, I remember you for nigga.
Emery went into the free agents.
Bro.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said,
Fair
Fam,
play.
it's
That's
working.
coaching.
He's won their
But that's
first ever
coaching.
trophy of their history as well.
Bro, Yellow Submarine doing their thing.
Yeah, man.
Emery's a
And-
good manager, man.
and
Premier
that-
League tried to ruin his
The
name.
thing
you know?
is that the reason why that game was interesting for me is because it was one of those games where you thought if they scored 2 or 3, it's calm. With Bayern Munich, all it takes is them to feed a little bit in the mood and the goals can turn.
You know what though?
But-
Yeah, I feel like Bayern do this thing of like every Champions League, Bundesliga, they let a team win just so they can be like, oh, we're not strong, guys. I promise. Oh. Second leg, well, don't be surprised if it's 5-0.
4-5-0.
Yeah,
Bro,
like
honestly.
5-6-0 or
remember,
something
they
like
did
that.
remember
Because
against
they
Salzburg.
do this in the Bundesliga.
But remember against Salzburg.
Yeah.
Salzburg, I think it was a 1-1.
Yeah,
When they spun the block of the second one.
We're not that good. Lewandowski, cool. Polski, sklep. Bow, hold this.
So,
5
but
goals.
remember, it's the way Emery sets up his teams. He's a cup specialist.
Really, listen,
so
Emery-
that second game is going to be a really,
Yeah,
really good
it's
game.
gonna be a
If
good
they
one.
manage to get through that,
And then Liverpool in the semis if we get through as well.
Bro, Liverpool's cup run could be. Who was the teams that you played? Did you play in the last 16? Inter, Benfica, Villarreal. That will be shameless, bro. That would be a
Not
shame.
if we lose it.
That would be a. Is it?
Yeah.
In which?
Didn't
In
you not play
19?
like Roma in the semis? You had the.
No, that was 17-18. We
That
played
was 17,
Roma,
18.
Very weak
Roma
run.
quarters. No,
No, we beat City.
no,
They beat City.
City
They beat
quarters.
City home.
City quarters.
And away.
Roma semis, and then we lost to Real Madrid. And then the next
You
year
played
it
someone
was
rubbish in the 16. I remember.
Porto in 18-19. And then it was Barcelona quarterfinal.
Yeah,
4-0.
come on. They beat
bro.
Barca 4-0. You got to give
Put
them
some
that credit,
respect
bruv.
on it, man.
They won the Champions League after beating Barca 4-0. Come back.
2 finals in a row.
Trying to discredit. No.
Bayern 3-1 as
I'm
well.
talking about that
Away.
season. The season when they lost to Real,
Yeah.
look at their run that they went through. It was
They had to
so
go through City
easy.
though.
Bro, we beat City.
Maybe City away at the
Playing one
Etihad.
hard team in the knockout stages is not a hard
How
run.
do you want it to be though? Because City have won all these
Yeah, but do you
trophies
know,
playing
but do you
Oldham
know,
in the
but do you know what this is
semi-finals.
mad, yeah?
Yeah,
Facts.
Champions
Do you know,
League,
but
you
do you know
gotta
what
get
this
a
is
bit of
mad,
luck.
yeah?
Eastern European boys in the last 16, and you had.
That's the Eastern European
stage, group
boys.
stage.
They had a really
And we had PSG in that
You
group
just put it all
stage as well.
together.
Bro, that was such a weak run.
Eastern
No,
Bloc.
no. We've played.
The
We've played.
Baltics. They-
No. Eastern Bloc.
Why don't you get bleeped out?
What team are you? No, I'm trying to figure what team is he.
Nah, man.
Red,
No,
Belgrade.
it's Red Star Belgrade.
I said Eastern
Oh, yeah.
European boys.
Sveznedas Vedredra.
Yeah.
I remember them.
Did you get shoved up by one of them teams in Europe as well?
Bro,
By the Prison Break team.
Don't remind me of fucking Europa and shit, man. We got bigger ambitions now, baby.
And you be like-
Conte.
Speaking of which, are you not qualified for Europe at all? Or what's going on?
Who's that?
Man Red. Or
Yeah,
was
Man
it
Red, yeah.
Boychester
Manchester Red.
divided?
Boychester divided.
They got hope that they don't get into Europe. Really, they
You
need to
want
hope.
that.
Why'd you actually say the word play though? Can
Bruno
you
Lage,
let me know why?
rise. Go and get seventh is there for you. You know what I mean? United need to finish 8th, bro. What do you mean? Why do I say what? They?
Well, I'm assuming that you were a United fan and now you're
just
saying
got-
you're not.
They're individuals out there. You know what I mean? So I'm just
No,
talking about them.
but tell me when you went from like us to they.
When did I go from that?
Is it when they
It's
put the
politics, man. It's politics.
It's when
bro.
they put the yellow and green scarves.
I don't
on.
rate
Nah,
that,
it's
man.
politics. It's politics, bruv. Trust me.
I don't really rate it though, bro.
You
I
think
can't
it's
lie to
football
you, man.
issues? It's not football. That's right. It's more than football. It's deeper than football.
Speaking
I'm
of
telling
football.
you, it's bigger than football.
Let's say it's deeper
You tell
than
bigger
me-
than
tell me after,
Deeper than
bro.
rap.
It's bigger than football, bruv. So I represent myself. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
So yeah, bro. But yeah, they need to hope they don't get Champions League. But I mean, they don't get Europa League or Conference League. No point. Just do what Arsenal are doing this season. Chelsea did it a few seasons. Liverpool have done it.
Doesn't
before.
always work.
That's
though.
the
No,
best-
it doesn't
for
always
me,
work,
that's the
but
best
it's the best
method
time.
for
It's the
rebuilds.
best time to just get on the training
Yeah.
pitch and learn your manager's philosophy or whatever. Because a bunch of these guys there's gonna need to be an overhaul. You know what I mean? Like a lot of players are gonna have to leave. Well, a lot of players are already scheduled to leave because their contracts are coming up as well. Players are gonna need to come in depending on who
10-10?
comes in. If it's Ten Hag, he's gonna need to come in and he's gonna have to do a lot of work, bruv. You know what I mean?
Maguire's stripped already.
Yeah, exactly. So who's going to be the cap? There's going to be a lot of decisions that he has to make. So I
It's
would
true,
not
actually.
say that
Who's
United
captain?
don't need
Yeah,
Europa
howler
League.
though if he
Who's
gets
the
dropped
captain?
for
Yeah.
that.
You see the man who signed the new contract last week? What did I say last week?
What about what?
Bruno, man, it's his time.
Oh,
He's
that-
taking the
that's-
armband
I'd
for
say
sure.
De Gea.
Trouble then.
Number 8, Mata over here. Armband, Maguire over here.
No, but
The
why did
club
the
is
man
his.
lose though? Why did the man lose?
Who? No, but did you watch? Oh no, you went on the big. Were you on the big six? It was.
I
was
was,
the other
I was
dummy.
on Monday.
Was it on?
There
Yeah,
were
I
two
said.
shows, isn't it?
I said United. I didn't think though you lose, but I didn't say they'll win. I said they'll get a 1-1 draw. So obvious, bro. Come on. If you guys know
That was
football,
a
it's so
shit game of
obvious.
football.
United are not
I
are
don't
going to
know,
be
man.
the
Against
team.
Everton.
I'm
It's
asking
so
why.
obvious.
I'm asking
It's so
why.
obvious Everton will get a result against United. United are playing for nothing at the moment. They're just there. They're just floating. They're just
Playing for
floating.
nothing.
Nothing, bro. Do not think that they can even bother getting Champions League. I know they're only 3 points off, but one game in hand. I mean, over. But they're not playing for anything, bro. United are not playing for anything.
They don't look it. I'll tell
Nope.
you that.
No, I don't even know, bro. These guys don't even know if they listen to Rangnick anymore. I don't even know what these guys are doing.
They're
out
just
there.
sleepwalking
They're
to
just,
the
it's
end of the
literally just,
season.
they're all just waiting to go Dubai for their holidays and all that type of stuff.
Go back
because-
to Greece, Maguire.
Exactly. Ronaldo's breaking phones. I'm telling you, I've never
Hey,
seen.
that was mad.
I've never seen a season like this. This is like the most. You know when you talk about banter era.
Do you know
This
what? I
is
wish
the
the Amazon
peak
doc
of
was...
banter era.
Actually, no,
yeah,
that the Arsenal one will be live as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the Amazon would have...
Nah,
imagine
this is the
Ronaldo.
peak. It's the peak
But
banter
this
era.
is the peak because this is the first time though. Well, actually, no, you
Bro, you had a player flipping your star boys in jail. You got Cristiano Ronaldo doing this. You've got sackings. You've got leaks of stories. You've got. I'm telling you, it's the maddest moment. This is the maddest season you would ever see from a
Bruv.
club, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey,
Ronaldo's
Amazon,
doing apologies.
all or nothing.
They've got key.
We
They've
need
got key influencers walking away from the club. walking away from the club. Walking away from club ambassadorial duties. You know.
Man said,
Man said, "I'm never going to the stadium again." Oh yeah, when he said he sent his double scripts.
You're dumb.
But yeah, nah, like honestly, you can tell. So, but big up to Everton for getting the result, but they're probably not going to get another result for a while. But you get
think
against
they'll go
United.
down?
It's free.
Inshallah.
They got you lot. They got you lot to play.
They
They've
Leeds
got
are on a
Chelsea to
sneaky
play.
run.
to go down, man.
Leeds
Nah,
are on
Leeds
a
are staying up.
yeah,
Leeds
Leeds
are
Leeds
are
are on a
Leeds are
sneaky
secure.
It's
run.
between
what, yeah?
Everton or Burnley.
Nah.
That's what it is.
You know, because I live
Jesse
in
Marsh's
Liverpool,
Yankees are
and,
safe.
What's the feeling up
bro. The
Yeah,
feeling
wait,
up
hold
there
on. Wait, AGT. Hold on.
What's he said?
He tried to sneak in Jesse Marsh praise. This guy was saying, they're gonna learn. They're gone. Jesse Marsh. These Americans. Ted Lasso. Get in Ted Lasso.
Hey, Ted Lasso,
Yeah.
we coming. Don't worry.
Apologize to him.
No.
He did his thing.
Because the Bielsa thing, don't worry, he won at first as well.
Who?
We spun the block on Bielsa, and now he's doing rock and roll theatre. Yeah, we see him booking shows. I'll show you the picture afterwards.
What's that about?
He's a hater. He's a hater for Leeds for some reason. I don't know
Nah,
why.
bro, he just weren't the right appointment in my eyes, and
Yeah.
Leeds are just too infatuated with style of play rather than actual substance
Oh,
and getting
man.
results. But they'll learn their lesson the hard way.
Sorry, bro, what
They're
was you
safe
saying
this
just
season,
now?
but Everton will go down.
Fair. No, yeah, I was just saying, like,
yeah.
because I live in Liverpool,
Yeah.
the like obviously, like my family from Liverpool, you know, I've heard about this bitterness all the time, but when I've actually gone up and lived there, it's real, and it's a weird atmosphere because it's like pity now.
Yeah.
Because it was like a laugh, and then it was like, well, actually, if they go down, my uncle is going to be depressed, probably going to drink himself to death, and then it's like, oh, you're making me feel bad now. Like, I didn't really want you to go down, but now I'm like, do you know what? Get them down. They need it. That stadium is not getting finished as well, by the way. And also, what I've heard. Again, I was out with my uncle Jimmy for a Turkish dinner the other night.
Shout out
He
How's
said,
that, Jimmy?
Alex, Everton are getting a 9-point deduction, lads, and it's happening in the next couple of weeks. Be on it, lads. I told you
So they're
that.
fucked anyway.
Yeah. So, financial fair play, Burnley and Norwich have made complaints to the Premier League. They said they posted a loss of 130 million and they've spent 500 million this year. There was a very
failure of a
controversial
club.
lending of 500 million from the Liverpool City Council to Everton. Some of it's allegedly, I should say,
What?
allegedly
Like Cam
gone
said,
missing.
this is politics. This is
Yeah,
not
so
football.
listen, if you
Looking
hear
right.
something coming up, then boy, it could be.
You know where you heard it first,
The
boy.
ones there.
Wait,
You know where you heard
Exclusive.
streets of Liverpool.
Fogmaster Flip. Oh, listen. Let's go champ and dud because of time. My dud is I don't even know what team it was. The goalkeeper that got sent off. That clip I retweeted.
it.
earlier.
Oh, the Fleetwood one.
Yeah, and they might get relegated as well.
He come
Fam,
out,
he
just
came out of
slapped
nowhere.
the ball, bruv, for
Just-
no
yeah,
reason.
it was so stupid.
Oh, don't know.
He
Yeah,
was
I
running
think I
out of
saw
his
that. 'cause He
goal.
could have headed it
Yeah,
and then
headed
just
it and then
fucking.
yeah.
Slapped
well
it.
out the box.
He was running like when you know when the ball's coming and then like he could have headed it and he just slapped it with his hands.
It's weird.
So he
Balls
can
over.
have, he can have a dud.
Shit, man.
Um,
You lot are my dad's Champions League midweek.
Mendy. I should have been a Ballon d'Or nominee. Hold that.
Maybe high, bruv.
Hold that. Coming out trying to sell ball playing abilities. Stop that, man. Get back where you belong in that.
Your boy is my dad. 100 million transfer.
Why would that be a dud?
Biggest game of the season, and you're sitting on bench. And what did we say first episode of the season? When the big time comes, we don't want to see star men being rotational players. I've won this season. Better luck next year, lad.
What about you just did that whole speech.
Mic drop!
Hold on. You just did that whole speech.
Green
Hold on. What was Chelsea's biggest game of the season? Wasn't it just on Wednesday?
Yeah, Lukaku.
So why can't you do the same thing?
What do you
now?
mean? Lukaku's a dad as well.
Give him the
Lukaku's a
dud
dad as
then,
well.
and do the same
But we
speech.
took that your
No. Do the same speech. Do the same speech.
Yeah,
Do the same speech.
You was
No, hold
giving
on,
it.
hold on.
No.
Do the same speech.
Because
Why is he
nobody
not doing the
you
same
know why I'm
speech?
not? You know why I'm not?
Why you not?
You know why I'm not?
Why you not?
Because you was not sat here talking about Lukaku's going to be the best striker in the Premier League.
Yes, he
You
did.
was not sat
You-
here
he said he's
talking
gonna
about
say-
Lukaku's
I
going
said
to be
he's
better than KDB.
He was going to score 30 goals.
Hold on.
I said he was
he
gonna
not
say 30
saying
goals
that
and comes.
Grealish was better than KDB?
Wait, hold
Did
on.
you not
Hold
say
on.
Grealish was better than KDB.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Grealish was better than KDB, you were saying. Grealish was
wait.
the best player in the Premier League, you were saying.
Okay.
Now he's moved to the best team in the
Wait,
league,
wait.
and he's a squad player.
All right. Cool. Now.
He's a bench warmer.
All right. Cool.
I said he'll get 30
now.
goals, all comps.
Now we're gonna go back to your lies.
He ain't
Hear it? Now we're gonna go back to your lies. Because
he'll get
what
30
he
goals
says he's
all
gonna get 30 goals. What do? You tipped him for Golden Boot. What did you do? You said Lukaku's gonna win Chelsea the Premier League. And now you're telling me here, you didn't say that licking his bum. I don't know why you're licking his bum for some random reason. So if you're gonna give Grealish a if you're gonna give me,
Don't look at me!
listen.
Like I owe you anything!
If you're gonna give Grealish a dud, you have to give Lukaku a dud. Give Lukaku the dud.
Is Lukaku dad?
Of course he is.
Come on,
Came
that's
on.
Of course I fucked up.
Yeah, he could have made it 3-2.
Who never got
Heads
that?
it wide.
You're right. You're
yeah,
right.
saying
Lukaku's
that
a dad
because
as
you know
well.
what Grealish is gonna be doing at the end of the season, lifting trophies. You know what Lukaku's gonna be doing? We'll see.
it's not over.
We'll see. We'll see.
Don't let Lukaku
We'll
lift
see.
the Champions League.
Do not let Grealish lift this Prem. Do not let Grealish
let
lift
Lukaku
this
lift the
Prem.
Champions
I'm
League.
telling you now. I'm
Look
telling
at
you.
mentality he's trying to get
I'm
out.
telling you.
Rock Nation, the Rock
lost.
Nation video.
Who's your champ of the week?
This is United. This is
Alex.
a United fan, you know.
Champ
Hey.
of the week. Champ.
So you get one champ. Well, you can have more than one champ, but a champ and a dud. Is Benzema a champ for that 36, 37?
100%.
36, 36 appearances. I've got to give champ. that.
Benzema's a champ.
Yeah.
Are we,
Of course
yeah, but that
Benzema's
was
a
in
champ.
midweek. Are we saying?
Yeah, no,
Prem
it's
as
still
well?
like there's still like the
anything.
champion.
Do you know what? It's Mane's 30th birthday today. His hairline is 30% loaded still.
You're a bad man.
That's my guy right there. So I'm gonna give him the champ scores on his birthday. Clinical. What's the other one? Dud.
Dud, yeah.
Who's that? Harry Maguire.
What? What did Harry Maguire do this week?
Deflected goal.
No. Hey, this bully campaign on Harry. Hey, Harry,
All
man.
I said was his name.
What
Who's
about
your
this
dad?
guy on your top?
What about him?
What's he saying?
By the way, Cop Fellas hoodie out now.
Cop
That's
Fellas
on the
hype.
Cop TV right there. Cop TV 15 for 15% off. Thank you for that.
I was gonna say, when's who's your? Have you got that?
Just got to be United, innit? As a whole club.
Yeah.
Whole club. To lose to Everton. Got to give them the duds of the week, mate. 100%.
Hey, they think they're getting away. Arsenal in the
Ooh,
biggest week
well
of your
done,
season.
Well done. Well
you,
done.
you,
well done.
you thought I wasn't gonna spin the coat? Listen,
Spin this coup.
Why did he shot that?
This guy's going to burst everyone's headphones this week.
Yeah,
man.
the audio.
they're gonna
the
hate
audio
me.
is crazy.
Let's say JVC's.
Nah, but for real,
hella
they
beast.
got to be does this week. When they could have
3-0 and
really
then
taken the
2-1.
fourth spot, they had it. It was their own. You could have took the lead. Palace came and bopped you. And then who did they play yesterday? Sorry?
Brighton.
Brighton have
Brother.
scored. They
Where
scored one goal in 7 games.
Poo is my champ as well.
Fam.
That performance,
You know, it's funny.
that was on an ISO.
With Arsenal, one thing I don't like is the people. Okay, Partey's a big injury. There's an injury, obviously. Tierney's an injury, but they did this in 2008 as well. When they didn't win the league, we would have won it if Eduardo stayed fit. Eduardo with his 4 league goals that season. If he had stayed fit, we would have won it. And it's the same thing they do. If Tierney was fit, if he was fit, would have, these injuries. I'm like, bro, everyone's playing for injuries. City are still in the Champions League doing what they're doing with Diaz being injured. We saw what Liverpool did. No one wanted to listen to Liverpool's excuses last year. Tierney gets injured. Tierney gets injured every single season at this point. He's always injured. So he gets injured. And now Arsenal acting like this is the reason why this top 4 is going to capitulate. Nah, no excuses, bro. No excuses. You got yourself to this position, close that. You know what I'm saying?
It comes down to simple things. The Brighton team they face has scored 1 goal in 7 games. That's
And
not
then
to
2
do with
at the
injuries.
Emirates.
That's nothing to do with injuries.
At
League
home
of
as well.
business.
Come on, man. Nah, bro.
And we mentioned this as well.
duddery.
When we were giving praise and saying Arteta's doing a good job and everything, we were
That's why I
saying that.
told you not
He's
to
doing
get
a good
carried
job,
away.
though.
You
No,
was-
he's doing a good job.
but you was doing
Big
too
up
much.
Arteta.
You
Nah.
was doing too much.
No,
Pom,
Fred,
pom,
Fred,
pom.
Fred,
But
Fred,
in this beginning season, where would you put Arsenal?
No, because Fred, we
Not
spoke
even
about
as
this.
top 7.
I
We
would
said
have put them top 6.
we said
I said they would
we
have finished
said
above us.
we
Remember?
said 2 things can coexist. They weren't trying to get top 4. You're now in a situation where you need to go and do it, go and close it. Oba's gone on whatever. You've got a squad of young players. Let's see how you manage it when it gets to crunch time. 1 big week, 2 mad losses. Now let's see what happens.
It's
Because
the
you have to take the good with the bad.
Yeah, they're the youngest
you
team in
don't
the
see
Prem. So
that,
when the
bro.
pressure comes,
We'll see what happens.
it's gonna see how they handle that. Because, and I said on Big Six, Vieira laid the blueprint on how to beat Arsenal.
Yeah.
Youngest team in the Premier League. Get in their faces, bruv.
Yeah.
Get physical with them. Get aggressive. Brighton did the same thing. They brought in
Caicedo,
Casado, Welbeck. They brought in like Basuma. It was just PMP.
Arsenal
We're gonna
don't
get in
know
your
how to
face
play
and we're gonna
black
do
players.
that. And in the next fixtures they've got Southampton, I think, soon, who pride themselves on being high
So this might
intensity.
play holding mid.
they've got what's their name? Leeds, who pride themselves on high intensity. West Ham, bro. These teams are now gonna look at it and be like, get in their face, mix it up with them, and they'll crumble. And that's what's happened.
That's what's
It'll be
happened,
interesting. It'll be interesting. They've got to, again, you don't want it to become 3 losses, 4 losses. They've got to pick up. I mean, the top 4 race will still be interesting. Like as he said, that game is the broadcasters knew what they're doing putting that in me. That would be a big
I've been
game.
calling
They should
you
make it
since
last game of the
January.
season. I keep
What
saying
time
this.
kickoff is that one there?
I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
They haven't
It's
got
in
the
May.
fixture yet.
They
No, it's
haven't-
in
they
May.
haven't
It's in
pending-
May.
they're
It's
saying
pending in
between-
May.
It must be a
Oh,
night
March
game, though.
9th,
pending.
May 9th and 10th.
It's pending in May.
somewhere.
It's pending. I can't remember the date, but it's pending.
They
12th.
confirmed it.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
But listen, that is another episode. AGT, love for coming on, bro.
Do you know what? Thank you, boys, man. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for being here, man.
And I'll have to come back on again sometime.
Yeah, no.
Always.
100%. Listen, you might get a
We
trophy.
need
parade
Liverpool
this year.
reps, bruv. So yeah,
What is it? United Liverpool soon, isn't it?
yeah.
Ain't it United Liverpool soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, 19th at Anfield. So I'll
So
be.
we need-
I'll
we
How
be
do you feel
We
if
need to get
United
United-
stop the
We need to get
run?
United. We need to get United rep for that one, actually.
For
Yeah,
real.
it's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
You need to
yeah.
get
United
United
rep.
rep.
We saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
United,
Get United
real
rep.
Yeah,
United
United rep.
Yeah.
True.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's true, man.
Nice.
Nothing.
Nice.
Listen, that's another episode. Like, share, subscribe.